Good evening.
Hey.
Hello.
Lots of people in chat already, and no, Chris, my porta potty did not blow up, and we are actually on time-ish.
For a change.
Bad.
Relatively.
Hey, Free Rider. Hey, Becky.
I will
Hey,
just say
Mark.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
Tracy.
Sorry, I'm a little blue. New
He's
technology.
blue. Everything ever done.
Unfortunately, we can see him a lot clearer now.
Okay, fixed
But
it.
when I've worked out how to use it, Chris, you may well do.
Hi, Free Rider.
Welcome to the blue room.
The blue casting couch.
It doesn't even change colour though. When I change my LED, well, it doesn't. Actually,
Now you're green.
Now he's
Shrek.
Shrek.
That's even bluer.
I could say something
that's
about.
supposed to be white. Papa Smurf. Thank you very much, Ronnie O'Keefe.
He is
The
not that
hairiest
small.
Papa Smurf ever. The biggest Papa Smurf ever. So I'm going to turn it off. I just go dark. Oh, I will fix it for next week.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just blue.
Now I'm talking to my dog. She's scared of the fireworks. She's currently cuddling right up next to me. Josh did.
How are we all doing anyway? Yeah, Josh did, Tracy.
Bit of pain, but I'm all right. I'll live.
Oh, what was that word? I learned a new word today, and I love it.
You learned something. Bit the
I
bed.
did. Every day's a school day, Hayley. Every
I
day
can finally see the chat. Hi, everybody.
Dumbfungled. That's what I am. And I'm not going to tell anybody what it means. You can all go find out. But I love that. Dumbfungled.
Oh, you're welcome, Becky. You know I'm here if you need me.
Oh, lots of love.
I know someone loves me.
But it's what the vape community should be like, let's be honest. Instead of hating, it should just be a cacophony of orgies.
That's a Tuesday.
Apparently, to Google, it means it's two very old adjectives meaning used up, worn out, and in a state of near imbecility or whatever.
Why Google it? We all knew it was Old Scottish for mentally and physically exhausted.
I didn't.
Yeah, dumbfungled.
Scottish for mentally and physically exhausted.
Yes, that's me.
And I didn't have to Google it.
Do you actually know what that meant, Simon?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's because you are old.
It was Susie Dent's word of the day on Twitter a few months ago.
I don't have Twitter.
I have Twitter, but I don't use it very much these days.
I love Susie Dent's word of the day. She comes up with some brilliant ones.
Oh, I bet she does. Holy shit, Simon's on a real vape.
Yeah, that's only because he nicked one of my tanks.
Sorry, I forgot.
He does vape real devices, people.
Hey, Mark.
On the odd occasion.
Love you too, Becky.
I only vape disposables to wind people up.
Right.
So why do you vape them in the house?
To wind you up.
I don't.
Hi, Mark.
This is a bit foggy,
Mark.
Hope you're well, my little friend. I'm not sizist, by the way.
Not sizist.
Definitely not. You know what people are like. You call him little.
But he is.
What do you mean? Yeah. moving on swiftly. It's Friday. Yay.
Is it?
Apparently so. I don't quite know where the week went from Tuesday onwards, though. It just seems to go boom. End of week.
The whole week
Never
from
mind.
Friday till now is just gone. Like,
Bonfire night tomorrow night, although you're not probably going to enjoy it much, Chris, are you? With your
well,
doggy?
my dog's definitely not enjoying it right now. She's now carrying up this side of the desk, where she's surrounded by a bin, shelving units, my sweets, and my seat.
Oh,
I've
baby.
got 60 fireworks to let off tomorrow night. It's the first time I've ever done a kids' display, so I've gone slightly big, shall we say.
Yeah, just make sure you don't nearly blow up your neighbours' roofs like I did.
Or don't aim them at an angle that they chase you after you've lit them.
All the way from the house. Definitely all the way.
To
So,
take someone
guys-
else's house out, it's okay.
So, guys, no LXV next week because Vinny will have burnt down the garage.
Yep.
I've already got 2 Catherine wheels nailed to it, so I may well enough.
Oh my god!
And he
no.
just bought a new camera as well.
Oh no, don't leave this in here, Chris. I'll take it back out.
No, Mark, why are you tired?
Not doing any reviews. You slacker,
Yeah,
Mark.
posted, Becky.
I've got some to do this weekend. I think.
Evening, Sean.
I had to. Sean too. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Evening, Mr. Two.
We use YouTube.
Is that quicker than StreamYard? Then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Been up since 3:30. Jesus, Mark.
I like that. Look at Mark. High cast, high vaping Vinny reviews. And
Oopsies.
It's covered all the bases.
Oh yeah.
Why am my hair sticking up?
Anyway, moving swiftly on.
It's been up since 3:30. Bless him.
What we all vaping on tonight?
Hey,
Pretty
there's
much
no
the same
light
as last
onto
week.
YouTube, is there?
Hey, Colin.
Is that Comsock? Oh no,
Yep.
it's Vic's better
No,
than
it's
Vinny.
Vicky's better than Vinny. Yeah.
Can't
He's on his
tag
other
you.
alias today.
So, Chris, usual vapes, would you like to show your love for your devices tonight? And while Chris is doing that, everyone go hit the like button, please. And maybe Chris will buy a new vape.
No. I've got to do the dreaded C thing tomorrow. Is that fireworks?
We'll leave that to your imagination. That's fireworks in my going off near me.
Yeah. It's something to do with something that's happening in December that pretty much everyone goes absolutely batshit crazy about. I've got to do it tomorrow.
What, Hanukkah? That doesn't
No.
begin with C.
Chanukah.
Christmas shopping.
Oh, Ronnie O'Keefe,
Yay.
Smock Prince with TFV 12.
Bloody hell.
That's
Jesus.
rolling back the years. TFV 12.
Sure
man.
is.
Ronnie, that is proper old school. But that the original Arcus is a decent piece of kit.
Yeah. Yeah, no hate for Smock here. What? Who's got 12.8k members now on Discord?
Colin has got a vape only Discord channel.
All right.
He mentioned it last week, but nobody paid attention. So he thought he'd show off again tonight.
Okay.
Oh no, Ronnie, you've just gone down in my estimation ever so slightly with a rainbow.
You love the
Says the
rainbow.
man, you can't see colours because everything's blue, but says the man vaping on a gold device.
What's Chris vaping on? I
Well,
wasn't
I'm on
listening.
my mini robot, and in that I've got that
Oh.
Steam's Heisenberg.
Who's?
Steam, that company that I bought from.
Oh, the same
Wolverhampton.
one that you had last week.
Yeah, I bought 3 bottles of it. I'd killed the first bottle off. The other
Is
bottle
it
took me a while.
Revolution?
No, the shop's called Steam,
Oh. Oh.
and they have their own range.
Well, so it's not yours then, Colin. It's fucking Elf Bars. No wonder there's that many on it.
Yeah,
Fucking
They're
jeez,
paying
how
for
many,
them.
how
I'm
many
paying
of
for
the
the box.
15s are on it? Fucking hell.
Free bottle.
It's all right. The 12K is actually just all Colin's extra profiles.
Free bottle of White Lightning with every subscription.
What else are you
Oh,
on, Chris? That can't be the only thing you're sucking on.
Coming to
Craig,
Christmas.
Craig, you're on a cool device there, my friend. That is very nice.
Yeah.
Never had the juice, though.
Also
Sorry,
on the
carry on.
Paramore. I'm also on the Paramore, still on the Redemption Vape Fiji. I have to remember which one it was then. And as always, my overkill with my trilogy, and still on Redemption Vape's the drummer.
I presume that's drumstick, Chris.
No, it's called the drummer.
Yeah, what's the flavour profile though?
Rhubarb and custard.
I wonder why Steve called it the drummer.
Maybe he liked the name. Maybe he's not trying to do any type of, copyright infringement at all. Like I've never done it at all.
He could well be doing that as well. Actually, that's the way Steve thinks. That's a very valid point, Chris. You next to who should we go to?
Simon, I want to know
There
what
you
he's
go.
actually. Yeah, I want to actually know what non-disposable he's using. What took him away from his disposables?
Oh, great, that sounds lovely.
I'm on my Lost Vape.
What is it?
Which Lost Vape, Simon?
It's a Durus.
He takes the piss out of me.
With the Hell Beast on it.
No.
It is.
No. It's a Hellbeast 2.
Right, with the Hell Beast 2 on it. And I'm vaping on Legion X. And he's going to take the piss.
No, really?
I'm on Cramus Bourbonus.
On what?
Cramus Bourbonus.
Cramus me bonus.
Harry Potter. Bonus.
See, Chris has been absent from our chat most of the week, so he wouldn't have seen that before now.
I saw the picture, yes.
What, you all got me confused. I was like, what the hell's going on?
I have some Cramus Bourbonus. I have some Bourbonus Black. And I have some Romulus as well. It's
They've just gone out the cast for Harry Potter.
Yeah.
we're not sponsored by this company, but the juice is
We're not
really.
sponsored by anyone but Geek Vape when the package comes.
But this this is really good juice. And my other mod I'm vaping on is my new Geek Vape. Oh, it's not here.
Ronnie keeps asking Simon, what's a Lost Vape like? He's never had one.
I've only had it for a few days, and it is really, really good, Ronnie. It's holding the power. It hits like a train. It's got a DNA 250 chip in it as well. So,
And now keep his hands off mine.
yeah, and it's nice in the hand as well.
A lot of things are.
You got to have a bit of nice hand feel. A bit of nice
Oh,
hand
don't
feel.
have a nice hand feel. Don't win if you ain't got a nice hand feel.
But yeah, Ronnie, Lost Vape Pre, generally solid devices. I've got about 7 good devices. Generally solid, generally don't let you down. Good company. Generally a little bit more expensive than some of them, but you're paying for the quality at the end of the day.
Yes, Colin, it does.
Hales, do you want to go next? Will I go last?
If you want.
Go on then.
Mhm. So I'm on the Drag PMP, and that's got Sweet Like Candy Sour Cherry Sherbet from Dispago.
Sweet.
Really nice. Then I got the mini robot.
I have to admit, I do really enjoy my mini robot. And this is me, of all people.
Told you.
What?
Well, you never watched the review, Ailey, did you? So you won't know, so it don't matter.
No, but it's
No.
okay. I watched Fix.
And we watched
And
the babies as
Yeah,
well.
we watched Mark's because Mark was helping me.
Yeah, Mark's review was good.
Yeah, I watched Mark's review on it.
Yeah, Mark was helping me. 'cause
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
purposely
what
went and watched his on purpose as well.
Flat Caps was good as well.
I didn't even think that Vinny did.
And that really good Indonesian guy that didn't speak
Oh,
English.
the one
He-
that did the
Yeah.
Golden Greek. Yes.
Yeah, he was really good.
That's also where I watched my first season. We should really get these guys on the show. A really
Yeah,
good
it'd be
reviewing.
about time we got a reviewer on the show, wouldn't it?
It is.
Would be nice.
So in the mini robot, moving on, is Doozy Temptations Banana Split.
Right.
He's going to kick one of us.
Then I've got the Air Pops Pro, which is a little pod. And that's got pod salts, sour blue raspberry. Can't really see it. Then I got new Free Max.
Ooh, which one?
The Galax.
Oh, I've got that.
Well, you got them all.
Yeah.
Why not? Let's have a look.
Why won't that download? That sucks.
It definitely does. And that's the
It's your computer, that's all I'm saying.
strawberry ice
Vincent.
cream Nick salt.
Mike Vapes has done a really good review of the Galax.
You watched that today.
We watched that today.
I've not done mine yet, Simon, so you're fine.
I know, yeah.
I haven't even
They all
opened
come up
mine
and yours
yet.
weren't there.
Hang on, you're a reviewer, Vinny.
Come see, come sir. It's not no, definitely no shame there. Definitely no shame there. Good solid coils and the nodes.
Mhm.
Right, I'll start at the far end. I'm on the new Vaporesso and I cannot remember for the life of me the name of it, and you can't even fucking see it because it's that dark. I can't do this.
But the X-Ross 3.
No, I haven't opened that one yet. It's another one.
The X-Ross 2.
Maybe. No.
The X-Ross
I can't
12.
remember. I'm not going to find a fucking light switch now. It's from Vaporesso. I just can't remember which one it is. It's the little pod. It only says Vaporesso on it. But it's that one. You can't see because my light's shit. Everything's shit. In there, I've got some redemption
It's the
salts.
X-Ross Mini.
Colour. Hey?
It's the X-Ross Mini.
It is. It's the X-Ross Mini. Thank you, Ronnie O'Keefe. Then I'm on my Vin's 24K, which apparently looks rainbow in this light. It is gold. It's a very ladylike mod, but the flavour on it is rather nice. And it's got my name on it.
Who's that from?
In the
Why?
Vin's. It is
Okay.
made by Vin's.
Oh.
Then I'm in there. I've got some Modkin Juice Tart of Lemon. That is in there. Then I have my, look away now, Simon, my SX Mini G-Class V2 with, what's that tank? No, not Fatality. What is it? Chris, what's that RTA?
I don't know. We can't see it.
No,
That one. The one I always use. My big
Oh,
QP design. I want to say Fatality. It is Fatality.
yeah, it is the fatality.
And then I've got some Modkin Juice, simply lovely. And finally, I've got the new version of the Oxford Velocity, which you can't see again, but it's the LE. I've really got to sort this fucking light out. And in there, I've got some Fresh Vape Co. Urban Avenue. And Josh, I know you're not watching, mate, but you're absolutely spot on. This juice is banging. That's me, only 4. And Stun Silence.
No, it's just buffering.
Oh,
We're trying to work out if you're still there or not.
Yeah, we can hear you, but we can't see you.
I've got "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Well,
I've got a massive lighting rig, but I just can't find where the on switch has gone.
How can you lose the on
Then I could
switch?
turn the blue light out.
Vincent is the only guy I know that could literally lose the switch on a cord.
Yeah, well, it's behind my fridge and everything that's down here.
Well, follow the cord.
I can't. It goes under the fridge
Well, move the fridge.
Well, why did you put it under the fridge?
because I wasn't using it.
Well, obviously you
And now
need
I've
it.
changed my camera and I can't adjust the lighting settings.
You
I feel like Stevie Wonder. I'm sorry.
You
Well,
see,
you're as blind
I'm
as he
sat
is.
here looking at you, and you look. You know them really grainy pictures you get from America when they say they've spotted Sasquatch. That's what it looks like.
Well, he was known as Harry Henderson.
Oh, that's how.
That's in.
Oh God! That's like
Well,
his bloody driver's license picture.
Head.
Yeah,
There you
no,
go.
you're like your forehead's a bit shiny. That's the only bit we can see.
And then worry lines. Let's get zoom back out a wee
Yeah,
bit.
Sean says to
Oh,
open
no,
the
that's
fridge,
not out.
let the light out.
No, it's not one of them fridges. It's one of them Stella fridges with no light in it.
Change the light bulb in it then.
Vinny, switch your torch on your mobile phone and put it under your skin.
There you go.
That's better.
You do realise Halloween's over, right?
Last week.
We can see you
I'm
now.
just sitting in the old show like that.
So it is your lighting, not the camera's fault.
Yes, it's the lighting. But I haven't got half an hour to find the switch.
It's all right. We'll wait.
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourself, viewers.
Get ready for the
Get ready for him to smash
Where's
his
he
head
go-
off the desk.
Oh. Talk amongst yourselves, folks. This is where everything
Wait
falls
for
off.
the bang.
I think he finally found his penis.
That's what the OO was for.
Yeah. He wishes it was that big.
Do you know, we've got 12 people watching now. Vinny tried to switch a light on. It's the most viewers we've had for months.
I'm brandishing a penis.
Where's that
People
go?
sat.
Wow, you don't know.
Hey, Tracy, that's what he's trying to do.
Vinny, put
I
the
can
big
turn
light
my
on.
mic off just so no one can hear me heavy breathing.
It's the late night show now.
He's just gone to his OnlyFans. He'll be back in 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's reserved for his other show.
Mm-hmm.
No, more like
Yay!
more like he doesn't want people hearing him farting and his knees cracking.
Fuck's sake, switch it off, Vinny. Switch it off.
Don't get me joking.
Right. Now let's,
New meaning to how many people does it take to change a light bulb?
keep that one on. I think I might turn that one off.
No, put it back on.
Really?
Really dark.
Turn them all back on. Turn them all off.
That better.
That's better. We can see you. You look orange. You look
I am
a bit
orange,
jaundiced.
I am
Look at
orange. I did good screech, remember?
You
That's
look a
what
bit
I'm
like you
showing
got jaundice.
Oh, that one.
That is my cock.
Yeah, right.
Right then, so thanks everybody for tuning in this week. We'll see you all next week. Vinny finds a light switch.
The only trouble is I can't get back to it.
Sean says you look like David Dickinson now.
Oh, fucking hell. Shall I show you
David-
my devices again now? Because you can actually probably see them. There you go, it is gold. It still don't look gold, does it?
Nope.
It's definitely rainbow.
Yeah, it's definitely rainbow.
24 karat gold I have, you know.
And they let you have it.
I know.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I've already dropped it. It's got a big gouge in it.
Why am I not surprised? Look, it's you, Vinny. That's all I'm gonna say. That's like being shocked that I made a rude remark and turned something dirty.
It's like, let's let Vinny review our high-end mobs. He won't damage them.
You know what, right now, Simon? You say that. The high-end mods I've bought, I've never dropped.
Well, we know that.
My Vicious Ant I've never dropped. My Billet Box I've never dropped. All my Golden Greeks I've never dropped.
Surprise,
It's
surprise.
just-
I'm probably
it's just
still in the
everything
box
else.
inside a laser secured cabinet where you've never touched them.
You know what, right? I think it's all your colours, because on my little LCD screen on my new camera, it looks lovely and clear. But on there, it doesn't. So maybe you lot should check your TV colours and your phone
Well, we
colours.
look fine. We look human.
You look
Yeah,
really
we
pale,
all look
though.
perfectly normal.
I am pale.
Hayley is pale.
Oh, wait there, you're all pale.
Not better.
Considering
What
I'm the
did you
ginger, I'm
press?
the dark one.
What the fuck did you press?
You somehow turned the colour down on the TV.
What did he do?
Oopsies. This is why I'm not allowed to press buttons.
I was wondering why the monitor was looking so dark. She turned the colour down on the. She tends to sit things on the F keys at the back of the computer. And what she's done is,
Yeah.
I often come to it and it's on mute.
It looks so much brighter now.
No,
I thought it was just me that did things like that.
No, I spent 12 minutes moving that fucking light.
12 minutes, not 11 or 13,
No,
12.
Hey, that was even quicker. That was quicker than me getting my fridge out of the way. Which
Most of
I
that was you
realised I
getting
was-
down on your knees, though.
I didn't get on my knees. I squatted, Chris.
Those poor knees.
Squatted.
You squatted.
I didn't kneel on them, mate. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got up. Thelma.
What's he messing with now?
Don't
Nothing.
know.
I'm reading Richard's comment. Good evening, Richard. By the
Oh.
way.
Evening, Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Right, where was we?
We're saying goodnight.
Oh, thanks for watching.
Ta-ra a bit.
It was your birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh.
Fine.
Right, what are we doing?
Losing the plot as normal.
Right, we're 27 minutes in.
And we've done fuck all.
We're showing what we're vaping on, Simon. Come on, and now people can see me
Switch.
slightly more yellow.
Slightly more jaundiced than normal.
A lot more jaundiced than normal. The real crazy thing is, I've got a big allergen eater going up here, but none of that light's coming over here, is it? Oh no! Fuck's sake!
Maybe you need to bring it closer.
What? No, not what? The camera or the heater?
The
So we get
heater.
to roast. We get to watch and get.
Because then I'll just glow
roasted.
red.
Yeah. After a while, Hayley will go.
Down him.
Then Hayley and Si will go, I smell roast pork.
Yeah, why do I smell bacon?
He wafts it all the way towards them.
You cheeky fucking bastard.
But I'll just look out the window. I'll just look out the window. There'll be a big mushroom cloud coming from the direction of Grimsby.
The thing is, though, Sean, right? You've been watching for that 25 minutes of me turning the lights on. So that's probably better content than we generally produce. Because you still sat there and watched it.
Yeah, I mean we've got
Who's the winner?
13. We've got 13 people watching. We normally have 4.
I've got 16 on mine.
Hey, people.
17. 18.
Okay, that's not helping. This is just counting them.
And
Let's
comes off,
count the
John.
view- Let's play count the viewers, Sesame Street style.
What?
1, 2.
Ha ha. It doesn't tell me how many views we've got on here. Oh well, don't really care. As long as we've got viewers.
Did someone want to do something before a call?
Yes, that was me.
I thought it may have been. Off you go.
Wrong way
Oh,
round.
not me there.
Oh,
There we
no,
go.
it's too big. No, I don't like that.
No?
Change it.
Oh, it's
No,
like, yeah,
keep
right.
her on the large screen.
I don't like being
That's
on
it.
my
Keep the
screen.
weight down below.
I'll get out a shot.
I said the weight.
Exactly.
You're heavier than I am.
Right, we finished. We all good?
Playing musical screens.
Yes, go on. I was just going to make you bigger because you was going to do your thing.
I'm big enough.
No, you're not.
You're tiny. But off you go, Haley. Let's
No,
not
these
dive
are
up,
tiny.
dive. Oh, there's my box.
What box have you lost?
My velocity box is sat right next to me in the studio. I've been looking for that for a week.
No, Vinny.
It's right next to me. It's literally right next to me.
Oh my god. Well, I don't know if it's a rant or a discussion, but when I was sorting the call wall out, we kind of had a chat in the LXV chat.
Yeah.
And it's regarding what you would summarize like the SXKs as. Are they a clone? Are they an alternative? Because obviously with mech mods, clones, people aren't very happy about them.
I'm going to
So
say
mechs in the old days with cloned mechs, cloned RDAs.
Were not good.
They were not good. They were done cheaply
Yes.
and sold cheaply. Carry on.
But obviously, you then have like the more of the billet box ones, and that where it's, man, that face looks bad. That's better. Obviously, it stays, and where it kind of is more. Would you say it's a clone, and would you be angry with it, or is it more of a doorway or gateway of trying that type of device without having to pay the layout? Because obviously, it's got a chip. It's got a chip in, so it's more regulated. It isn't like a clone mech where it could all go bang in 2 seconds.
I'm going to go with it's a doorway.
More of a discussion than a rant.
I'm going to go with it's a doorway to the billet boxes. Being they don't say it's a billet box. There is no billet box logos on it. They are a separate company.
Alternative, isn't it?
It's a borrowed device.
Yeah, and then the fact is, you also mentioned that there's a chip in it. Whereas I assume the billet box is a straight mech.
No.
So
No.
I've never owned a billet box.
I was comparing, obviously, you had clones of the mechs. They're still unregulated. It's not as like checked and performed, so it can go bang a lot quicker. Where obviously these do actually use chips. They are tested. They are virtually like a normal device. It's just they're obviously mimicking a higher end product.
Yeah, but it's not a clone because I'm not making it out to be something that it's,
But they have billet box stickers all over it, Chris, as well.
No, because they will say SXK BB.
Billet box, yeah.
So they are stating exactly what design, what mod that is the substitute for, or kind of like, not a downgrade, but a cheaper version.
A cheaper alternative.
Can I make a comment? Surely the SXK and your billet box is just exactly the same as your Smock and your Yeehee, for instance. You've got just different companies making the same thing. Does that make sense?
No, because Smock and they use different chips. The SXK version of a billet box, they also do a DNA 60 version, which is exactly the same as the chip in a billet box.
Mm-hmm.
So that's more imitation, cloning, than offering an alternative. When it's got their own chip in, then the comparison is right. But with SXK doing a DNA 60, just like the billet box ones, it's a very grey area.
Well,
it's really strange because...
I can't call them a clone, but they're more like a mirror or like a reflection of the device they're trying to copy.
I suppose the thing with SXK is it's a very unique position they're in because it's accepted in the vape community. They've been around for quite a few years.
But I think because it's regulated and it is like given a gateway in, where with the mechs it was very dangerous with the clones anyway.
The thing with clone mechs, most of them, RDAs, etc., is the fact they use lesser quality materials.
Mm-hmm.
And because the conductivity is through them materials, there's issues. With it being, you can't really say just because it's regulated, it's fine. Because they could just start churning out SX Mini V-Class.
No, because they get everything tested. So it's all above, and they'd even state it. You can actually go and see.
Again, that's where SXK go that slightly bit further than your generic cloner.
But let's put it into perspective. Let's take your Geek Vape Aegis mod. How many companies have made a mod which is identical to the Geek Vape Aegis?
Well, the silhouette is very similar.
Yeah,
There's
you've
about
got
4 or 5 at
yeah,
least.
you've got Smok, you've got Voopoo, you've got
Fire.
Aspire, all done mods. And is it not just exactly the same as
No,
SXK,
because
Billet Box?
it will be a different chip.
No, because they kind of use the shell and then they tweak it and they put their bits inside. But it's like
But then
Tracy
you
said.
can go to companies like Frostbox, all the other ones that just used what they call what's it called? Something enclosure, not Hamlet, something like that. Enclosure box,
Enclosure.
a basic box. Then, because you can just go on eBay and buy the box, and then you just put the drill holes in it and put the chip in it, and you're away.
See, Tracy's made a point. At least they're honest that they're copying the basic design. They do state, they even state what design it is.
And I think that's why they're accepted. Because
Vandy Vape have done the same, haven't they?
With what?
When they bought out their
the pulse,
the pulse.
AIO, yeah.
Yeah.
No, because it's a different design. That is different.
Obviously, when we get to the core, you will see why I also wanted to bring this up.
Okay.
Yes.
Before the core.
But yeah, SXK has got a very unique standing in the community for a company that does imitation, clone, whatever you want to class it as, because they are accepted.
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things. They've never been sort of bad-mouthed in a way. It is a good way of getting hold of the device for a hell of a lot less money.
They're like the Primark of vaping.
Oh yeah, Primark have some good.
That's what I mean. They're the Primark of vaping.
They just don't do very good leggings.
There's always something they like.
I don't think that's showing them in too glowing a light, though, because in SXK is Primark of vaping.
But if you look at what I mean, it's a better price. You know what I meant.
It's not like quite. It's not quite like getting a knockoff Louis Vuitton handbag when you're on holiday. It's not quite that bad, but it's a very grey area, and one that, I mean, I can't say anything. I've had SXK products which are now in other people's hands, but that's where I tried things.
But when we had the discussion in the chat, people said they wanted a billet box, but they couldn't afford it. The SXK, they could, and now they still want the billet box. So it kind of makes them then want to try the higher up one.
That's what I did back in the day. Before I started reviewing and got sent the odd free thing or two, I bought clones. I fully admit that, because I had no choice. I couldn't afford to go out and spend money on the devices that I wanted to try. So I bought clones. After getting to know the companies, that's where I become slightly anti-clone, because I got to know the people behind them and the damage it did. Now, Billet Box, the company, don't badmouth SXK.
No.
That's all you really need to know. Billet Box don't badmouth them. I think in some ways, Billet Box encourages them because people do use it as a stepping stone to buying a billet. A genuine device. So they're a unique company.
So there's more of a positive to them than there is a negative.
Yes, definitely so.
So what you're saying, Vinny, is SXK is like a disposable, and then Billet Box is like your pod, so you're moving on to the next step.
Yes, in a way, but not exactly in them sort of terms.
I'm sorry, you cannot call SXK a disposable. And
Ronnie O'Keefe, try before you buy, in a way.
Yeah. Your outlay is going to be a lot less on the SXK, and if you don't like it, it's fine. Whereas the billet, it's a lot more work.
Although the SXK prices for their version of a billet box have rocketed. When they first came out, they used to be about 50, 60 quid. Now they're in the hundreds.
120, 130 quid now for...
Yeah, but the billet boxes have gone up.
No, they
Or
haven't. You can still go out and buy a stock billet box with no border and no bridging for about 350 quid.
That's me. It's still less than half price.
Chris has just rolled his eyes at
Yeah, like,
that price
fuck
tag.
that. I mean, this. What do you expect from a guy that literally paid £100 for a motorbike? I'm tight
Hey,
fisted,
Susan.
And back to vapes.
but yeah,
It's interesting that we have this company that kind of hovers in the middle.
Yes,
It's just
I mean,
interesting.
it's a good thing. I think SXK are a good company. The things they make are good quality.
Yeah.
There is always a slight difference between theirs and the real, though. Example, their version, and then they call it a clone, of the wicked bridges, the chimneys don't come off them. In the real one, the chimneys come off. That's
don't you mean on the billet box version?
No, it's not a billet box, Chris. It's made by Wicked.
Oh, well, on the wicked version then.
Yes, the chimney comes off the chamber. But on the SXK version, that's all one unit, because that's obviously cheaper that way, I'm guessing, making it in one piece.
Yeah.
Just every time they do a version of something, it is ever so slightly different to the original. That could also be another reason why they're accepted. There's always a little bit of a difference. Even if it's a screw size or a screen placement or something, there is always a tiny little difference.
Well, that would also then make you want to try the original. If you enjoy the SXK, then
It's also another argument for the fact that they're not clones, being they do have differences.
Yeah.
Whereas a clone will
you
literally.
can't have them as a clone. Oh, what's the secret? I have many.
Secrets?
I know my lips are sealed, Susan. You'll have to wait and see.
It's no secret, even we don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so
What's
many.
the secret?
Either that, she said it, and we just haven't noticed it in the chat.
Oh
Getting back, the SXK, that's what I say, it's not technically a clone, because I had this discussion with Vinny as well. It is more of a, not a substitute, but almost an alternative until then you're able to try or decide you like that version of vaping.
Or you're finally crazy enough to actually want to pay that kind of money for one.
Yeah, but if you like something, you're normally happy to pay the money. But you have to work out, is it worth it?
Yeah. It's like, what can I think of? It's like I wouldn't normally pay 200 quid for a mod, but I pay 200 quid for a mod.
Exactly.
But it's one of those things, it's a very rare thing. And even that was
So can billet boxes be, Chris?
Yeah, but that's where that to me puts me off billet boxes because I'm very
But you've
much
just
new
said
to that
because yours
style.
is very rare, it's special, but then a billet box can go the same way.
Yeah, you can customize.
No,
them
I said
amazingly.
because that would be on a very rare thing for me to do.
Yeah, but you really wanted that product.
Yeah.
So you saved up. Whereas the SXK ones are normally at such a reasonable price, you can buy them, enjoy them, and then think, yes, I want the main
but
one.
on the other hand of things as well,
who wants to buy a kidney?
Be one of them. But it's like knowing through Andy from what he's told us, because he was very much into them. He's bought a lot and sold a lot of them. They pretty much hold their value. So if you pay 350 quid for one and you've got some of the good bits, you can easily sell it on for that, maybe more. Which in another way, yes and no. But spending that kind of money in one lump kind of scares me off.
Mm-hmm.
Personally.
That's me. It's a bridge. I have to say the SXKs are a bridge. Obviously, Boro devices are a high-end vape device. So everyone's gone quiet. Very weird.
Yeah, I'm just talking to the dog. She's literally just sat here shaking.
Oh, bless those stupid fireworks.
Can you not get earplugs around, Chris?
She did have a thunder blanket, but we kind of can't find it.
Oh.
Sean, I'm sitting for Billy Box talk for now. Sean really don't like billets.
Chris, have you ever thought about getting us some AirPods and some ASMR?
What?
Putting earpods in a dog's ears. That won't work.
Have you tried it?
Well, them kind. She looks
Have
like
you
a
tried
fox.
it?
No, she
No, 'cause
wouldn't.
he
let,
wants to keep
she
his
won't let-
hands.
I
Dogs
don't
don't like
hold
things
them.
going in their ears.
Just put cold wool in or a bit of tissue.
The pair
Normally,
little
get-
like earmuffs.
We've got these. We normally have like this weird little diffuser stuff that we buy, and we just plug them into the sockets around the house around this time of year. But they've run out. We haven't been able to get any. So we normally just use this diffuser stuff and the thunder blanket, which is like a coat thing that you strap to them quite tight, and that tends to help her a lot. But we can't find the blanket, and we couldn't get any of the diffuser stuff.
Tried Valium.
What, on me?
There's actually something called Serenum for dogs, and that works quite well, Chris. You might want to look that up. It's cheap as well, mate. It's like a herbal.
They do have doggy diazepam, don't they?
Talking
They do, but this is like a herbal version of it. You can buy it at vets at home because my old boxer, bless her, she used to be petrified from running around going nuts and running to the wall and knock herself out and all sorts. And she had them, and they calmed her down loads. Richard's got 2 SXKs, love them. Couldn't agree more. They are good devices. Devices around 120. Coil can make. Yep, coils will make. A herbal cake. Some CBD drops.
You can get doggy CBD, can't you?
Yeah, you
I
can.
don't know.
You get lots of blowbacks. Even Nick. Borough is a borough, yeah. And Tony B, yeah. Well, Tony B is a vessel borough, yeah. Right, are we done with that? Can we draw a line under that now? Because we're still not really come to a conclusion. They're just accepted, and that's it.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
just thought
It's
interesting.
It is. Bearing in mind how much people are against other versions of imitations. But yes, right. Line under. Cool wall. Shall we do the cool wall? Yeah, we need some bumpers. Josh, damn you. Right. Cool wall. Where shall we go first? I've not even got names on. I'll leave the one that's quite linked to the discussion we've just had to last. Just so we can have a bit of separation.
Okay.
So, actually, there's other sort of borough things as well, isn't
Yeah,
there?
no, I'm not good for that.
It's a pretty borough type device heavy thing. So I'll go for the one that's not borough related whatsoever first. And it's this. From our sponsors, Geek Vape, the T200 Aegis Touch Me kit with Z-Tank.
Touch me kit. It's just
not
touch.
called. I know it is, Chris. I thought I'd add the me in just for comical value.
Personal request.
Freudian slip.
That was his personal request. Touch me.
It is touch screen. I have not tried this device. It looks a bit like a digital walkie-talkie or a dictaphone to me. Looking at it, sorry, Geek
It's
Vape.
not quite bulky.
Looks like with the gap on the side, the raised bit, it kind of reminds me of an old cassette player where you used to open the door. You used to have the bit so you could put your fingers in.
Walkman, Christopher.
Still a cassette player.
A Walkman, yes.
This is Chris. He would never have had a Walkman, would he? He would have had the Alba one from Curry's.
No, I had Sony Walkmans. Probably in the early 2000s, mind you.
Simon. I like doing that. Hi.
I can do it as well.
So yeah, 70 quid for the full kit. Good price. Good price. I've not tried that chip because that's the new chip, isn't it? The arse chip.
The arse chip.
Ass chip. Simon.
AS chip.
Ass. Fucking hell. Ass chip. Fucking Jesus. Types it. I'm not even going to read anymore. You can read it on there, what's on there. Just read that, and that's the specifications,
He
right?
has to poke his head round to read it.
Yeah.
How is the ass chips?
I mean, that's what I'm saying, Chris. I've never tried the ass chip.
She's like to touch me ass chip.
Touch me with the
here's
ass
one
chip.
that Vape sent to us.
I couldn't. Yeah.
I think Vinny's just literally put a stopper to us ever trying
Oh,
that.
with the ass chip.
The ass chip.
It vapes well.
You're
Pretty
making
tastes
a
like
laugh.
what it's named after.
It's really good on the batteries. I've not used any yet.
Oh,
Sorry, so you going like that? Kind of looked a bit, yeah.
I shouldn't have told you, Chris. That's what I'm saying. Pissing myself at.
Right, so Tracy put, don't like the idea of touchscreen. I'd alt the wattage and blow my head off. Yeah, I can see me doing that.
You can lock the screen on it though.
Yeah, then I'll be spending 20 minutes trying to unlock the fucker.
You double
Just so you
click
can
it.
fire it.
That's like a company car. They're all different for sure. I worked at a Chrysler for 32 years. Trust me, most parts of all the vehicles, all they do is change the part number. So
Vinny, you do know we're on
Yeah.
StreamYard now, so you can put the comments on the screen.
I forgot about that, you know. I really did forget about that.
oh,
Fucking hell, Vin.
When you can put them on the screen.
I mean, it doesn't make it hard, does it?
Do it, you know.
and welcome tonight to Vinny Learn Something New.
It's like
Learn
fucking
something you
today.
already knew.
Every day's a school day.
I need a few revision days, maybe, just to get things back
You need a
mentally
Tuesday.
working again.
If
I'm
any
pretty sure you
vape
got a few
panel
hair
I
shows
can't
Yeah.
even remember that bloody word I was on about at the start of the show now.
What was it? So with D.
Was it fumbungled?
Yes.
Dumbfungled.
That was it. Told you it started with a D.
Dumbfungled.
Dumbfungled. Perfect example.
Trust Hayley to remember the day.
And if any vape panel shows that the host actually knows what they're doing, wants to invite us on.
FAQ level 1 PCUs. I'm not even going to be level 1 on it. Jesus.
You skip the day where they learn to turn them on.
Ronnie, NVQ, you mean remedial.
You see, the thing is, I come back to
Key
StreamYard
stage.
because it's so simple to use, and I completely forgot about that.
I'm literally like, we've got StreamYard. You can put it on it.
What
Fucking
are we
hell.
talking about again?
Oh yeah, the mod. The touch.
The touch me mod. Touch me mod.
Yeah,
With
the
the
new
ass
touch
chips.
me up.
It's a shame I can't place something underneath his hand when he does that. But it stops there. It's a shame I can't go over.
Oh,
Right. Vote, Chris.
Uncool. I don't like the look of it. I don't fancy having ash chips in my pocket.
That's where your ass chip should be.
No, they stay in my underwear.
Hale?
It took him a second to realise.
I'm not a big fan of touchscreen, so it's uncool for me.
Simon?
It's going cool.
I like innovation in mods, and I like to see something different. And the touchscreen system and all that.
Not
looks-
different. Not different.
No, they've been around.
I know they've
Been
been
done
around.
back 5 years ago by that's Modus.
Yeah, but they've improved it.
Smock did it 3 years ago.
I'm going
And
on
theirs
for
was-
it anyway, but I was just saying I like a bit of innovation, something new on because everything's that's come out recently is very samey, and that's different. But
No, it's not. They just went back 4 years.
Yeah.
It's like this generation that go back to the 90s and we invented this. No, people. We did.
See, the big thing that everyone's ignoring here is it's a kit.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm putting it cool because I know that tank is rather nice. And the flavour is pretty good. Mark,
And the
the
tank
screen
is
may be
25
big, but if
quid
you're
on its own.
partially sighted or wearing varifocals like certain people do,
Or if you're
Or have the
Vinny,
eyesight of Stevie Wonder, like Vinny does.
then a nice big screen could come in useful. Where's it gone? Yeah, so I'm putting it cool, but it don't matter because you guys have all gone on cool. So, Geek Vape, it was nice having you as sponsors. Thank you very much.
They're meant to be
Martin
sponsors,
said
but they
screen
sent
is
shit.
too big.
Yeah, you haven't said fuck all, have they? Let's be honest.
Precisely.
Now, all you Borat device lovers are going to love the next three. Sorry, Sean.
Sorry,
You might as well get to
Sean.
sleep for a bit, mate.
Yeah,
The
fine.
first thing I'm going to jump to
Is it's SXK?
is the new SM mods that they'd like to be called now. They're trying to step away from suicide. Ether Boro RBA Kit Toxic Edition, which means it's black, people.
Well, no, it means you've got the green and pink, well, green and purple. They say
No,
it's purple.
the toxic element means the actual bridge and everything's black. That's why it's classed as toxic, because that's what the other companies call them when they do a black one.
And
Oh my God, Vinny knows something.
It's something I've looked at and very nearly bought, but didn't want to because I just chose not to. And there we go. It comes with all that stuff on the screen, which I'm not even going to read because I'll say something wrong. And lots of different configurations of airflow. Obviously, you see the different coloured Bora tanks. Is it a Bora tank with this? Yeah, I suppose it is. No, they call them tank reservoirs rather than a Boro. So, yeah, suicide mods, Ether, Boro, RBA. Discuss. Oh, what was the price? I can't remember what you had on there. £60 for the toxic. I know the standard is cheaper. The non-toxic. Read it, Vinny. I just tried to. Facebook user, whoever you are. Ronnie says that's nice.
It's all right. It's Colin.
Ah, Cumsock. That's why he's not given permission to use his name so he can hide in obscurity. Christopher Mosson. Blimey, alrighty, my friend. I hope you're well. Think it's better than Vinny. Cheers, Facebook user Colin, aka. Right. The SM Ether Boro Toxic Kit with all the different colours. £60. It's not a bad price to get the colours. With the
I was thinking that when I found it.
It
And,
was at Expo, Simon. They had the Protos at Expo.
I mean, if you put it into perspective, if you look at what you're getting for it for the
I hear you
price,
shouting.
sorry,
I can hear you.
if you look at what you're getting for the price, it's not a bad deal. You're getting all the bits of kit, you're getting your burrows, you're getting your tanks. I think it's a no-brainer. It's a Sub-Zero from me.
Blimey, he's gone full throttle deep. No holding back there, straight in with his vote.
Well, if you look at the price of what you're paying for what you're getting, it's pretty much a good deal, isn't it?
Well, they've quite clearly seen that other manufacturers are charging extra for a different colour tank, extra for the hairpins, extra for everything else, and thought, let's
They've done
put
it
it
as
all
a
in
set.
one kit and flog it at a much more reasonable price.
I mean, it works out at 20 quid a kit. 20 quid each.
Well, it don't, Chris, because you have to put the same bridge in each one.
No.
So you can't use three of them. You can just use one.
But when you think I paid £15 for a Boro tank, a single Boro tank.
Yes. And that's a cheap one.
Yeah.
They go up to in excess of 70.
So I paid 15 quid for a single Boro tank. So you're talking, you've got £45 worth of Boro tank before you even look at the bridge. And the bridge kit there
It's not really a burrow tank though. It's just that's why they don't put burrow tank on it because it hasn't got the bottom. If they'd designed the bridge so it fit like most burrows inside and then everything else, but they haven't. It's bottom in, and the bottom part of that tank is the bridge, which other companies have done. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, you can't use that tank with any other bridge. It has to stick with that bridge. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. A normal burrow tank can be used in most other bridges. So it's very unique to that one piece. It's, I don't think he was a billet box man, Colin. It's the Ether Burrow RBA. Actually, it's not. I'm completely fucking lying. There's actually a separate bit for the bottom, isn't there?
Yeah.
I did wonder what you were talking about before.
I thought it was an all-in-one unit on the bottom. It's not. So it is a burrow.
It's a
Right, Vinny, what's the point of having all this information on the screen if you're not going to read it?
Because it doesn't say it on there. It doesn't call it a burrow. It calls it a tank reserve. Reservoir,
The
even.
title is Suicide Mod Burrow RBA Kit.
But it doesn't say it on the spiel, does it? Someone wrote tanks reserve.
There's a
Reservoir.
reservoir.
Is it an reservoir? Reservoir?
A reservoir, dear.
Reservoir.
And it comes with a 510 pin as well.
For what?
For setting it up.
They all come with 510 pins, Simon. Or some of them have a 510 thread on the bottom of them.
But still, I'm going to stick with
you
my...
need that, otherwise you can't set it up, so...
Yeah, I noticed that today.
Oh, shit, I didn't send you what we wanted. No, I didn't get you a bridge. What am I on about? No, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it.
You mean you send them things out?
What?
You mean you send things out?
No, I bought it off them.
Oh.
You fucking...
Still, you send things out within a reasonable time.
No, Simon, I gave it to him at Expo because he actually was asked to meet me at Expo. I had to bring yours back with me.
Well, I'm sorry for having to take my father-in-law for a scan on his kidney. Next time, I'll let the old guy die.
You do know you could have just gave me Chris's stuff because I was there the next day.
No, that's too easy. Right,
That
Simon's
makes
already
sense,
gone balls.
Hales.
Simon's already gone balls deep on Sub-Zero. let's just vote on the SM thing, the Ether.
Burrow.
Burrow. Sorry, I'm just watching my poster fall off. Fucking studio's falling to pieces now. That's what you get for moving the fridge.
Holding the wall up.
Don't joke. So, Chris, where are you going to... I know it's completely meaningless to you because...
Yeah, I was about to say, it's one of the things... I don't know where to put it in. It's not my style of vaping. I like the colours. I like the green and the pink.
Neither was mouth to lung until you bought the Robot Mini.
I still direct lung that.
Oh, fucking...
I still direct lung it. I like the colours. You guys are saying it's pretty reasonable price, so cool.
Okay. We'll just move on, Hales.
Yeah.
I'm interested in it, so I'm going Sub-Zero.
Okay, I don't agree with any of you.
Oh.
But then you're going to win with a Sub-Zero, so you're going to win with a Sub-Zero, and it's uncool.
I could change it to uncall for you if you want to throw it to the votes to everyone else.
No, Chris, you can't change the vote. You've cast it. So it goes Sub-Zero. Well done, SM Mods and Bogan, of course.
Can we have your reason why it's gone uncool?
I personally didn't think that much of the finish and the actual build quality of it when I got it in hand. A bit like the Stubby. When I went to see the Stubby, they had these there at Expo, and it just didn't feel... It felt like a £60 Burra kit, not in a more expensive borrow kit. That doesn't. I'm not saying that to make me sound like a twat. I know it now does, but it just didn't feel that quality made to me. And I know Mr. J Hayes also agrees with me. Evening, Jay. Like fuck, he's watching. But yeah, I'll go uncool for me. It's yeah, exactly. No, I'm going uncool. You can go alternate routes and get equally same things. Go to SXK. Moving on.
Next one.
Next.
Right. Now we'll go to Vandy Vape. And I've not seen this before. I was quite interested when Haley sent me this one. They're doing a... Oh, no. I'll just put it up. Yes. Vandy Vape are doing what they're classing as a Kalin M RBA burrow tank. And that one is the plastic bottom, so that is the bottom of the burrow, I presume, isn't it?
From what I've
Really?
seen, that are the only pictures I could find. I couldn't see the bottom.
Interesting to see.
It's a mesh coil one.
I was about to say, it's the first mesh coil that I've seen in this
This
style.
isn't out yet. It's coming out soon.
It's still the first one I've seen, even if it is a 3D render.
It looks kind of cool, but that deck looks huge.
It's going to have to be to hold all that cotton you're going to burn through.
Vinny, that's because it's a big picture.
Consider it's almost the same size as the picture above it. Yeah, no.
No, it just, it looks substantial. It's thick. It's,
It looks Vinny-like.
You'd have to have one big fuck off billet to fit that in. It'd be like...
I'm gathering these will be able to fit
I know
in.
it's not the same size as on the screen. Jesus, I'm not that stupid.
These will fit in the pulses, won't it?
I'm not, I can't be asked.
What?
It's because it just ripped me a new one again. That bottom bit just looked really solid.
Chunky.
It looks chunky. It does look chunky. It looks...
There's nothing
And
wrong
it
with
makes me
chunky.
wonder why, and why it's that chunky.
Oh. Chunky.
What?
Oh.
Maybe the Vinny proof in it.
You often find that mesh build
They
is
normally have a
chunky.
chunkier base.
Yeah.
No. I'll tell you why it's chunky, because the screws are on the side. I've just seen them. There you go. That's why it's chunky.
Are you happy now? You found out its chunkiness?
Yeah.
Are you happy?
No.
Do we need to see if our screws are on our side because we're chunky?
Do we need an intervention?
Carry on. Carry on.
It's one
Carry
of
on
those days.
regardless.
Vinny, bar the chunkiness.
I don't like mesh anyway, so I'm going to put it fucking in the bin, so it don't matter. I can't stand self-building mesh.
Why
It always
not?
try it. It try it's like fuck.
It's
I
only if you do it wrong.
I know that comes down to wicking, but every time I've tried, I've wicked it wrong. 2, it's a Kanin. It's bound to fucking leak because every single Kanin they've ever released leaks. Every single one.
I've got to be honest, the one and only time I tried to build mesh, it caught fire.
Oh, not that.
No,
Actually, I've actually told a lie. I built one that didn't dry hit. And that was that steam oh, God, can't speak. Steam Crave one.
Oh my God, Stephen Mosson's in. Hey up.
Who? You mean Christopher Mawson?
Yeah.
Don't forget you can put comments on the screen, Vinny.
Yeah, I know, but I wasn't looking at that. I've been on another screen. Love it, Chris.
But yeah, I don't like rebuildable mesh myself because one of these days, if I build a rebuildable mesh, I will take the house down. It was like Towering Infernos last time.
That's why you don't get to play with my own mesh coils.
So I'm with you, Vinny. To be fair,
Yeah. Just because I know how bad mesh custom.
Am I the only one that gets on with mesh coils?
Apart from once.
I used to love the Freemax Pro mesh stock mesh coils.
Stock
But they're
mesh.
stock.
Stock mesh.
Great.
Yeah,
Stock
But-
mesh is beyond Sub-Zero.
yeah, they're great. But
I
when it
actually
comes to
agree,
rebuilding
Simon.
them yourself, it's a bag of shit.
I can do mesh coils. I really enjoy the flavour from them.
I've got about 15 fucking tanks here, really. I'm going to send them all to you to work.
Yeah. I love doing mesh coils.
Vin, just drop them off on your way to work. Get her to make,
No.
wick them up for you, set them all up, and then pick them up on the way home.
You're on to something there, Christopher.
I mean, stock mesh, you need to have a CO2 fire extinguisher by your side when you do it. And and if it don't catch fire, it shorts.
Yeah. I actually believe what Colin put there, that kaolin is Chinese for leek. I actually sat here and went, oh, is it really? I didn't know that.
Sarcasm, dear. Sarcasm.
Oh, you're so gullible. So fucking gullible.
Completely agree. Ronnie, mesh coils in stock, superb. Mesh coils, rebuildable. I probably shouldn't say anything because the last one I touched was the Steam Crave, and I did manage to wick that, and the flavour was better than the normal coiled deck that came with the tank. So maybe I should revisit mesh. There's a thought.
You just hold it
Live.
over the porta potty. That way we know if it's worked or not.
Inferno.
I didn't quite get that far, Colin, but I just read it and believed it. Has anyone voted on that thing?
Well, I said it was going to be a shit bucket. Personally.
Shit bin,
You
shit
said
bin, shit bin, and Haley
I
likes it.
like it.
Yeah,
It's cool.
and as usual,
Enjoy your kaolin, Simon, when you get one.
He's not touching it.
He'll have to go in his fucking SSK though.
No, because it'll go on my pulse.
It will go on your pulse.
Mm-hmm.
It will. And the final device, which caused the whole debate before the call, which was 7 hours, 53 minutes, and 10 seconds ago, is... Oh, I've clicked the wrong one. No, I haven't. I 5A
Ashley.
Vape EDD BXR style 60 watt.
She had to get that in.
How they managed to get the Ambition Mods chip. That's interesting. I never knew
Went
that.
to Ambition Mods and asked them.
Well, yeah, quite clearly they have done, Chris.
So why ask?
Oh,
Well, you did ask.
Chinese bloke with a transit van full of chips.
so £65, people. So it's a knockoff version of a BXR.
Of a Hussar, yeah. Because I said,
Yeah,
well, we've got the
Hussar.
Hussar back on. I was like, it's not the Hussar.
The one that brother Josh has. And that's about 30,000% cheaper.
Yes.
So it's a knockoff of a knockoff of a knockoff, basically.
No. The
Hussar's one that
BXR
you
design is unique because of what it can do and the other things it does. The BXR, the Hussar, BXR, Hussar, BSR, Hussar, is a computer. That was their design. It's not a billet box.
No.
It's a board device. It's their own standalone design. These guys have. What were we going to class that as? Are we going to class that as a clone?
It's not a clone, is it?
Is it not?
Does
They
it
use
have the same chip?
No, it's a different chip, Chris, because I've got the Ambitions mod chip in it. The Hussar has a DNA.
It's an alternative. It's a cheap alternative.
But the Ambitions chip is a good chip.
It's Netto. It's a Netto version.
What device do you have with it inside?
I haven't, but I'm just assuming it's a good chip.
Don't make us assume that makes an ass out of you and me.
No, let's just keep making an ass
It's
out of
not a
Vinny.
Shenzhen special chip, is it? So
To be fair,
It
that's
probably is. That's
seeing
probably
that
exactly
mod
where
and
it's
at that
made.
price. I would go for that mod. I would try it, and then if I liked
Yes,
it,
I would, because I'd love a BXR, but I can't afford a BXR because it's 700 quid.
yeah, but I could afford that.
Yes. But everyone will just look at you and think, can't afford a BXR, can you?
And they'd be right.
Yeah.
No, because half the people I see go, "Oh my god, is that a vape?" Yes.
hi, Mike.
Hi,
Hey,
Mike.
Mike.
I really thought that was someone else, and I thought that was Mike Vapes. Evening, Mike.
You really need to go to Specsavers.
I was just trying to remember Mike Vape's actual real surname, because it's quite similar. Carry on. Let's go sit in the corner for a bit.
I mean, for 65 quid,
Yeah,
I
it's
would
pretty
definitely
cheap.
try it.
Yes, Mark.
Yes.
And they say silence is golden.
Well, you buggers can do some.
Nah, leave Mike. I know Mike. Colin, it's fine. Don't need to tag him, mate.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would like to try it. It looks nice.
yeah. I'd like to get the Hussar and that one
Huzzah.
and compare. And just see if you can see that
Yeah.
monetary difference. We're
Gonna
not
put
talking
it back
about a
up.
tank. Mike, I will put it back up. It is that. The Ed BXR. Not by Ass Vape. It's A5. No, 5A. Oh, shit. They have, that is the Hussar design. If you read it there, it said the bottom and top plates can be changed, and it's exactly the same as a Hussar,
Mm.
apart from the chip. Exactly the same.
The only issue I have is it does look like a 1990s dictaphone.
I like it.
That's the design, though, Simon. That's how the other ones look as well.
Yeah, I like the look of the Hussar as well, since I'd probably never afford it.
Yeah, the Hussar's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Which means that is, to me, I don't like the colours, the options. Do they do other colours, Hales?
They're the two at the moment.
That sucks. Because they do a lovely purple.
I do quite like the Stormtrooper one, though.
With the black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice. It is nice.
Let's just
Right.
hope it doesn't hit like one.
The
Like a
Stormtroopers
Stormtrooper.
hit, I thought they shoot.
Still shoot like it. They still hit. The bullets would hit if they fired them.
Stormtroopers guns don't have bullets.
No, they
They're
have
like
lasers.
laser things. Plasma! Plasma!
They shoot stuff out to the end.
Is
I
that
love them
a
cheap
Mike?
stuff at the end.
No, Colin has the airflow.
Mike's got a mech by them. I think it's not too bad. So Mike's got a...
So the quality is quite decent, though,
Yeah.
which is a big plus. Who sells them? I'll go buy one.
Vaping 101. See if they've got
E-Sig one.
Fast Tech.
Anyone else?
Wish.
Have a look later.
I can send you a discount code if you want, Vinny.
What, for EC one?
Yeah.
No, I'll just use mine.
Yeah, but that adds money onto yours.
You don't even know what my discount card is for EC1, Christopher.
Vinny 10.
No.
No, Vinny 15.
No. I'll have a look, Mike. Thank you very much. Right, let's cast a vote on the Ed BXR. Not cloned. Very much like a head Hussar BXR. I'm going to stop saying that. Let's vote. Christopher?
Cool-ish. It's not my kind of vaping, but I kind of like the look of it.
You've got not your kind of vaping in front of you. Oh, you can't keep using that as an excuse because you do vape like that. You are.
I still direct lung it though,
That's restricted direct to lung. That's exactly the same as what that device will do.
and it is only 60 quid. So,
But you still need a bridge and a tank, Chris.
oh, you need to buy a bridge and a tank.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
shit,
Chris.
bucket then.
Chris, right. We've been over this several times with you before in the past. Any Borough
And you'll
device,
still keep going over with it.
you
it'll
need
still
to buy
happen.
your bridge and you need to buy your Borough tank. Very, very few of them come with the full kit as one.
Unless you're going for the slightly lower end of the market when you get your pulse, etc.,
Yeah.
your stubby, things like that. Yes. So you're now going where, Christopher?
Uncle, I don't like the
Thank
idea.
you very
You
much.
buy something, you have to buy extras just to get to work it.
But
You
how
have to
many
buy
times?
coils. You have to buy coils for every device.
But they're a usable thing. Coils
Juice,
are a
Juice, for
standard
God's
known
sake, you have
thing.
to buy juice.
This didn't come with a tank.
Yeah, but you expect that not to.
Yeah, your overkill
When you
didn't come
buy
with
a
a tank.
borrow, it's
Did your
a kit.
overkill come with a tank?
Technically, yeah.
Technically, a burrow means like a hole.
Bigger
Think
than-
of an animal's burrow, it's a hole.
Yeah, there's something usually inside that as well.
Moving
If you
on
want to
swiftly.
know that's
Animal,
a burrow in
Vinny,
your hole,
an
that's
animal.
fine.
Fuck it, get your mind out the gutter, Vincent.
But
What did I say?
I mentioned there's usually something inside that, and you went swiftly moving on.
That's because I'm trying to move the show on, Christopher.
Same thing, Colin.
a lot of mods just come as the mod and they don't come with a tank. A lot of people like to put their own tanks on. And it's exactly the same with your Borough devices, whether it be your billet, be it that.
Yeah. Mike, I went to buy a stubby at Expo and changed my mind quite rapidly. All I'll say on that is watch Jay Hayes, because he's going to smash one up very soon. Right, back to that. Chris has voted. Hales.
Cool. I really like
Thank
it.
Thank you. Simon.
I'm going to go cool.
I'm going to go one step further because basically they're just knocked off of the Hussar BXR, so I'm going to go Sub-Zero because it's fucking cheap.
Yeah, but see, the Hussar went Sub-Zero, so to me, it has to go down one.
Actually, fair enough. Yeah. You got the stubby mic. Does yours all squeeze in like it's made of tin and the plastic rattle and flap off and not fit properly? Because the one at Expo I had was yeah.
That was probably scared that you're going to drop it.
Well, no, because Brian had just turned around and said pay for it, and I would have done.
No, I said it was probably scared that you was going to drop it.
So you're trying to say an inanimate object was scared of me dropping it?
Yeah.
How? And he doesn't know Vinny, so he wouldn't know that it's a drop hazard.
He could tell. He said it's perfect.
Right, any questions from the chat?
Excuse me.
Oh, watch
Anyway.
that, Mark.
Oh, have you got a stubby mark?
We bought one at Expo.
It's quite out for Mark, isn't it?
So that'd be a normal size mod then.
That's where I was going, Chris.
Yeah, Colin, I'll never stop being a twat waffle.
Funnily enough, I've not seen that in Dictionary Corner from Susie Den.
What?
What,
Twat
twat waffle? Has she done cock womble?
I love that word I do, cockwomble.
Cock womble. New mech? What? Does that say new mech out? Someone released a mech. They must be mental. Go away, Colin. No new mechs. No new mechs have been released at least for 8 months. Not a pure mech, anyway. There's one that we won't mention that's been in development for the last 17,000 years. But no, I haven't seen a new
Is
mech.
that the one that had the spelling mistake on it?
Yes, it is.
Ah.
I haven't seen a new mech. Oh, I tell a lie. Infinite Mods Expo.
Oh,
They was
yeah.
new for me. They was rather stunning, just very expensive. Oh yeah, the Reborn. It's another rehash though, isn't it, Mike? Let's be honest. It's just we've got some left in stock. Let's relaunch it. Maybe I've been cynical.
I mean, let's be honest. How much innovation can you do with a metal tube?
I still believe there will be, but I think it will be in metals.
I mean, let's be fair about this. I can go under my sink in the kitchen, saw off a bit of pipe, and make a mech out of it.
Please
Yes,
don't.
Ronnie, we will be at next expo. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, Simon, I get what you're saying, but the innovation does come in strange ways, especially with free thinkers. You know, I don't think the
keep
Met
saying
people
you
will
like
be bad.
seeing innovation.
Yeah,
There will be other things.
I love innovation in the vape industry, but when it's a metal tube, the only thing you can change is the design on the outside and where you put the button.
No. You can completely change the firing mechanism. You can make it non-screw, magnetic. You can make it top cap. You make it top firing. I've never seen a top firing mech. There's lots of possibilities. I actually personally designed a top firing side fire mech, which won't ever see the light of day because it won't do, because I ain't going to spend money on it. And no fucker else will. There's lots of innovation out there. It's just thinking out of the box, especially with fire buttons and not just basically copying a Rogue or an Immortal.
How about an auto draw mech?
What?
Well, it won't be a mech then, will it? Because it'll have to have a chip in it to make it auto draw. So it wouldn't be a mech.
You have a little fan in the button as you suck it. It connects.
Simon,
And this is why we're not allowed to design things or make things.
If I could split you with your screen in half, I'd put you down there with Chris right now.
I'm just trying to out stupid somebody for once.
It's all right, you've done it. You've done it.
Yeah, you managed it. Although, I did have a fan inside a mod before. So...
Yeah, that was your
possible.
LiPo, wasn't it?
That was my big LiPo. I put a laptop cooling fan inside it.
A liquid cooled Mac.
Water cooled mech.
I was actually trying to think about that then. Jesus Christ.
It'd be like that, but...
I suppose you'd let you build though, but the battery's still going to get thermal runaway, even if you do that, isn't it, in the end?
Runs on a car battery.
The only difference is then the water will explode, mix in with the electricity, and it'll shock you and kill you. Before it catches fire and then burns you.
Done.
Right, as Hayley said earlier, any questions from the chat and any questions from the panel?
You really want questions from them too?
Right now, I'll just take a question.
Who would win in a fight? A badger or a weasel?
Now, what badger? Oh, he's gone. I can't even answer him because he's gone. It all depends on what badger. Because there is one particular badger that is very, very vicious.
Honey badger.
Honey badger. They are fucking nasty.
I've been referred to as being a honey badger.
and they sound like a Tasmanian devil from the cartoon. A bit when you get mics on them. Honey badgers are lethal.
They've got opposable skin as well, so you can, if something grabs hold of them, they can actually move the musculoskeleton.
Yeah.
To get out of the grips of whatever's got them.
So it's basically covered in a big foreskin.
Basically.
And that's a honey badger.
Night, Mark.
I will forever now know the honey badger is the foreskin badger. Yes, Richard Kidd, Stephen Kennedy is back making torches. And that's how he's advertising them, which is brilliant because no bugger was going to buy his company for $1 million. But Stephen Kennedy is a genius and a lovely chap as well. If you ever get a chance to meet Stephen Kennedy from Kennedy Mods, meet him. He is the most interesting man.
Can you put a tank on the top of the torch?
You can put an RTA on, Simon. I wouldn't suggest putting a stock coil on because it will go tick, tick, boom.
Who would be stupid enough to put a stock coil tank on a mag?
Oh, a lot of people have done before, Simon.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure some people probably still will in the future. It's human nature to be slightly stupid.
So I'm just reading, it's not Jewish then. I'm going that's the honey badger.
Chris would.
I wouldn't.
Chris.
Trust me, I've been doing this long enough to know. No. I don't think I own any stock curl tanks. I think.
You own one?
Yeah, the crown from that you sent me. I never did buy any coils for that again.
Well, since Ronnie, I thought you was all right, man. Now you tell me you're Welsh. Oh dear.
Apparently, I own a Smock TFV8. I've known one of them for years. The TFV8s. I've not had one of them for donkey's years.
I've got a few of the TFV16s. I love them tanks.
TFV 16 and TFV 24 was a brilliant.
Never got the 24, Simon, because that's when Smock started hating me.
Still couldn't stop you from buying one.
8mm tank. That was.
Doing what, Chris?
As far as I just realised what I said. You buy something.
Oh. Yeah, it did go.
Because can you remember the 8mm tank they bought out?
That was the 16, wasn't it?
Was it a 6? I've got one somewhere.
If you put the bubble glass on, it made it a 8mm. I had 8 of them. They sent me 8 of them.
Fucking hell.
You had to put like how can I explain it? It was like a plastic jacket over it.
Like a condom, Simon.
Oh my god, the honeycomb shit thing.
Yeah.
Yes. TFE 16. See, I extensively reviewed that and the coil options, and they bought out a triple coil for that.
Mm.
And my review of that one little triple coil is over 10,000 views of just the coil, not the tank, just the coil.
But it was a good tank.
Coil. Sorry.
It was a good tank. Shame about the coil.
I loved it. The flavour with the dual coil that they made for it, the flavour was on point, and the coil actually lasted quite well. I regularly used to use that before I got Velocities and Drag X's and everything else. I'd still use my 16.
Because wasn't it the first mesh coil that Smock made as well?
No, that was Nord, wasn't it?
No, that was before the Nord.
It was before the Nord.
Mm. So I stopped using the Smock tank.
I'll bet my left kidney on that.
I like the way you chose an organ which you have another spare one off just in case.
I swear it was before the Nord.
I stopped using the Smock tanks before they brought out that honeycomb design on the outside.
That's when they got better, Chris, to be honest. Although was it the 12 when it started getting slightly better? And only 8 was a complete nightmare, wasn't it? The 12 when it started to get slightly better, and then they did the 16, and that was...
I remember the baby beast, the big beast, and then they had a third option, like going up in different sizes. I had all 3 of them.
Yeah, that was all gash.
I'd kill a coil off within an hour.
That was all gash.
Yeah, that was horrible. I kept buying them though, because I enjoyed the flavour of them at that time.
Mike's asked a question. Which RDA are you talking about?
He's talking about the RDA for Vaping 2. That is the name of it, Simon. I have tried it. The flavour's not too bad.
Never tried it.
It's very similar to the first version of it. It's a bit like your layer cake, Chris, but better.
Yeah.
You know the layer cake you got when you bought. What's that with when you bought the Half Moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the design is very similar to that, but the flavour's better.
Is it? See, I loved the look of those Half Moons. They were gorgeous. I just couldn't get along with that style of vaping.
Mike said he stopped using smocks about 6 months after beginning vaping. A lot of people.
Oh, sorry, Simon.
I was going to say, a lot of people do move on from smog, but smog is a really good starting place for your vaping journey.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Simon, because that's what he basically says there. He stopped smoking by using smog and then moved on, like a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Smog 85, 105 watts. Yeah, agreed, Ronnie. Totally agree.
I mean, people know I won't have anything bad said against smog because I think to start you on a budget vaping, smog, Innocan, companies like that are just amazing part of the industry. And then you move on to your better, more expensive devices as you move on through your journey.
We used to, Simon. Now everyone starts with a disposable, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah, I was almost going to say something we've talked about before, so I'm not going to. If you want to know what I was going to say, go watch the other shows, and then you might be able to figure out what I was going to say.
I have a room 101, I forgot to mention.
No, you can't put Simon in, Hayley. We've told you that before.
Why not? But I want to.
Because that would mean divorce.
No, if he's in a room, he's still alive. It's fine.
Just in limbo.
Yeah.
Right. Anyone want to do an imaginary room 101 bumper? I knew you'd oblige, Chris. Thank you. What's your nomination for room 101, Ales?
Well, how does that? You know when you go in a vape shop, what do you expect? You expect when you go in, you know, they welcome you. Are you looking for anything particular? Can I help? You know, if you're looking at something and they're right in front of you, make conversation, yeah?
Mm.
Yeah.
So my number one is when you walk into a vape shop, they literally look at you as like, why the fuck are you in my shop? And then look back down at the phone. And even when you try to ask for something, you have to ask 3 times.
I wonder why.
Be honest, Hells, if I owned a vape shop and you walked in, I'd do exactly the same thing.
Yeah, I'd wonder why a child was walking into my shop.
Fuck off. But no, it really got me. And I was like, talked about things, and they literally, I must have inconvenienced their TikTok or something. I was like, what the hell?
And
you want me to buy stuff?
And then when you buy something, it's like, is that all you want?
Yeah, I just want
It's good. I didn't say if you stocked actually good stuff, then I'd buy more. But it was quite not welcoming.
When the mods they've got on show are like 18 months, 2 years old, and they're selling them at 40, 50 quid.
Are we going to name and shame?
No.
No, but I just think it's any retail, you know, you've got to be customer focused. But the fact that with vaping, if you're just letting someone who you don't know their experience go around blind, you ain't supporting them. And we all talk about, oh, we need licenses in the vape shop. They need to help promoting this. Well, if we've got idiots like that, that's blatantly ignoring you or looking like, you know, you've just inconvenienced their day, people aren't going to want to carry on.
Actually, Tracy, I kind of disagree with that one. To me, that's a great way of judging how good the shop is, because if you ask them what juices they recommend and they only recommend their high-end expensive juices, don't. Well, you do, yeah. But I'm about
Excuse me. What was your favourite vape now? Your favourite liquid?
My favourite juices are sad boys, yeah. But I won't pay more than 10 quid
Chris.
for
What's
them.
not high-end vape liquid about that?
No,
That should
but
be
I'm on
15 quid a
about where
bottle.
they don't ask what flavour profile are you? What's your budget? If they only go straight to their £30 bottles of juice and don't mention much else, then it
If you
shows
walk
that
in a
they're
vape
only
shop and they're
interested in the
selling
money.
bottles of juice for 30 quid, I'd turn around and walk out.
Well, that's obvious, yeah. But you know what I mean? It's a
But
way
you
of
just said that price.
judging.
No. Not if it's Dead Man Hand Elixir.
Yeah, but that's different.
That's why I've never bought Dead Man's Elixir. It's £30 a bottle.
It's fucking ace.
Don't care.
Fucking ace. I need some more of that. The only trouble
It's
is
one of
the
them-
ones.
It shows you, is that person that's working in the shop only there to sell you the expensive stuff, or will they recommend you cheaper stuff with the same flavour profiles? Will they try and find you something in the range of where you are and try and find your budget? Because not everyone can walk in with 300 quid and buy half the shop kind of thing.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
Colin,
half the time when
remember
I walk
30
in-
quid was average price for a large ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I do. That's why I only...
TPD, not all bad.
Nope. Yeah, see, that's where
mental
it kind of... Yeah, that shows the guy that's working in the shop or the shop itself doesn't know what they're doing, and then pretty much only after money.
Yeah.
And I have when I went up to that Steam, I went into a couple of others up in Wolverhampton.
Mike,
and I
which
had
Dead
that.
Man's Hand did you try, my friend? There's a few. Some are really nice, and some you have to play with wattage with Dead Man's Hand. You have to vary your wattage massively from different flavors in their range.
I have to do that with all my juices as well, yeah. Some of them are good at like 100 watts. Some of them require 120. It just... and sometimes even when you are vaping at certain points in the day as well, I find some I like it a little lower, and then as the day goes on, maybe a bit higher wattage, or if I've just eaten, things like that. Yeah, my wattages never really stay exact. They move up and down.
So yeah, that's something I never used to do, Chris. When I was a mechhead, it'd just be mech.
Yeah.
Regardless of what juice it was. Yeah, the Dead Man's Hand is gorgeous, man.
Was it one of them ones, the longer you leave it, the better it becomes, though?
I didn't get that long. I didn't leave.
No.
I couldn't leave it
See,
that long.
I love Shamrock Cookie when it's been left for quite
Yes,
some time
Colin.
to steep.
Yeah. Well, most desserts do improve with
Yeah.
steeping. Which is a bit shocking because it shouldn't do. No worries. But yeah, Colin, back in the day, 20 quid for bathtub juice, definitely.
I remember
Before
paying like...
TPD.
You remember the little pipettes you used to get with them?
Yeah,
And the proper glass bottles, like, yeah.
yeah. I actually still had one of the OG dinner lady glass ones with a glass pipette.
I actually found one of my old slow blow bottles that were like that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh. Unfortunately, it was
That's it.
sort of broken.
The thing is, in a modern day of vaping, chances are you're not going to get that pipette in some of these
No.
holes now, are you?
No.
Because they're that chuffing small.
Can you imagine trying to get the pipette into there? Because you literally... Those are that's the fill holes on the sides.
Yeah, I think you'd be all right, maybe. Because they're quite wide. I got a fit. I got a short fill in mine. Because they're actually tapered, Chris. They start quite wide and thin. It might just have been all right, but I wouldn't fancy vaping on some glass if I chipped it, try it.
No. I can't imagine it tastes very nice.
Black Rose was impressive. Mike, I didn't purchase any at Expo. I just tried it. I went for the BDV opposite Black Rose at Expo and got theirs instead.
What are we talking about?
Just generally chit-chatting and bouncing off the chat.
Well, I've just changed my juice in my vape. I've gone away from my Creamicus Barbicurus, whatever it is. And I've just changed over to this. I've just swapped over coils and everything because I emptied the tank. The V-God Cubanaro, it is really, really nice.
It's a nice tobacco.
It's like a proper Cuban cigar.
Yeah,
I've not tried a tobacco flavour since I quit smoking. Literally.
I've done about 2, and one of them was a Cubanaro, but that was in a slightly naughty disposable One Expo. That was ages ago. Cubanaro's been around for ages. It is a very nice cigar vape. It's a proper cigar vape.
I will tell you about the Cubanaro when we're not on air.
You've told everyone like 100 times.
Yeah.
At least.
It was years ago. Get over it.
Give it 10 minutes, you'll go, have you tried this? Being in the house all week.
I'm trying to think how long that flavour has actually been out. Because all V-God do now is juice and disposables.
Mm.
I mean, it's been out since I went to the Manchester Lifestyle Expo. So we're talking what?
6
years.
5, 6 years at least.
That was the first time I tried it at Manchester.
See, me and Andy, who used to be on it, used to be part of Team V-God. That was one of the first sort of collab things that we ever did. I got one device and broke it and sent it to Chris, who blew it up.
Can't fix it. Destroy it.
We also, back a while ago, when advocacy was quite going tits up in the States, we pretty much laid into V-God because they just went fucking quiet and didn't do anything. Bearing in mind that V-God at one stage had the world's biggest, highest selling mechanical mod in the world, and they just shut up shop.
Wasn't that the rig?
No,
Not
that's
the rig.
it was just the V-God tube, that little tube they did.
Yeah. And it was dirt cheap as well, weren't it?
Eventually, they weren't originally. Originally, it was about 80 quid, but it's still fairly cheap. And they sent me, I got the first review on the new RDA they did, which was a bit mental. But V-God used to do some really good stuff. They just shot themselves on the foot and then just stopped producing decent hardware and went disposable and juice. In hindsight, it's probably a good thing because they're still going. But
Yeah.
I used to love V-God. V-God, they looked after me. They were good people. Yeah, back in the day, Ronnie, it was a single 18650. I'd love to get my hands back on one and try it with a modern day 18650 because I imagine they'd hit pretty well with a good sell. Armageddon, are we talking an apocalypse there, Mike? I imagine so.
There is one mod.
So.
There is one mod that I do want to try, but I don't have a battery for it, and that's my Morning Star.
Oh, what cell does it take?
It takes a 2700. Ollie never really. I haven't got a 27.
Have you not got a 21700 sleeve adapter for an 18650? Really?
I might have for like a regulated. I think I might have for a regulated mod.
It'd be perfectly fine in that. Stick an 18650 in the sleeve and stick it in and you'll be fine.
Okay. I'll give it
I've done it countless times, Chris.
And this is Chris's last show. If you want to put donations for the funeral funds.
Tick, tick, boom! Just don't put your smoke tank on it, Chris.
No, that blew up on my last make.
Of course it is. Mike Cohen says, nice, Chris, do you want to sell it?
Maybe. But then it's the only Morning Star I've ever owned.
I've got about 70 sat here. From AV to Armageddon to Half Moon to Morning Star to TVL to Rogue to fucking anything. I've even got a Purge still somewhere. I'm not joking.
My only mech I've got's upstairs and it's rusted.
And that's that endless, isn't it?
Yeah,
well.
I can't actually even unscrew it now.
Yeah, Mike, you should check back some of my old reviews, my friend. I used to be, I was a massive mechhead, and I reviewed for Armageddon, AV, everybody back in the day.
And then he
Morning
went
Star.
mainstream.
Yeah, I sold my soul. My favourite mech of all time was my grip from Armageddon, and I still got it and still use it. It's the only mech I still use. But that's been a while. What's that, Chris? Is that tank I sent you?
Yeah, the VCMT2. I haven't used it for so long. Sits on my shelf.
Yes, on this channel, Mike. Everything I've ever reviewed this is my channel, which is LXV now as well. But my reviews are all on this channel, mate. There's quite a few and a lot of mechs. A lot of mechs. So feel free and go and have a look, my friend. Drop a comment. Get the algorithm going again. Grips are lovely, Mike.
That's one of the mods I do want.
The OG side-fire mech. Fuck you, Mr. Purge. I guess does anyone actually, Mike, are you completely new then to the channel? I'm guessing so.
I've seen you on other lives.
You have to go look, buddy.
On other lives.
I was the official Armageddon UK reviewer. I've literally done everything they've done. I've got about
dropping
40.
a Lycan.
Dropping a Lycan. I still got the Lycan though, Chris. Yeah, and the Apocalypse after show. Colin, you keep asking me, keep ignoring you. Don't know. Are we doing an after show?
I'm not. I've got work in the morning.
Are we doing an after show? I might do one.
I haven't got any work in the morning.
You can wear my new mask.
I'm not wearing the mask.
I think you should wear the mask.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, go on.
I'm not wearing the mask.
Is it a GIMP mask?
I bet it is. That's why you won't wear it.
Yeah. That's for later on.
By the look of it, we won't ever find out.
Okay.
But yes, we will do an after show. Well, I'll pop, and if anyone else wants to pop the after show, Chris, can you stick the link in there in the chat for us?
Yeah. I'll go get
This is the after show, Mike. It's on Discord. Chris is going to pop a link in the YouTube chat now.
Well, once
Feel
I've
free to
actually
join
loaded
the
up Discord.
Our Discord is a very small group. It's not massive. It's just
So shut up, Colin, before you say anything. With his 12.8k.
It's not his though, is it?
No. He's just in the group with that amount of people.
Yeah. So. Okay. Fair play, Ronnie. Fair play. If you dropped it in, Chris, are you still doing there? No.
I'm still loading up Discord.
But yeah, Mike, we generally do an after show on Discord. So Chris is going to drop it in there. You jump in one day and join, buddy. Most Friday nights we can pop on for between an hour and 3 hours, depending on show and workloads and things like that. Right, he's still doing it. Let's wait for him to finish and then we'll end the show. Look at the concentration on the man's face.
So Brian's just letting out some gas.
Yes, his brain is his ass.
Yep, pretty much.
Thank you very much. No, you dropped your Discord link, Colin. Right, guys, say good night, everybody. Please go hit that like button. Helps everything.
Do you want to
and if it's your birthday, happy birthday.
We've already done that, Chris.
Yeah, we also said goodbye earlier as well.